manifestation. You understand, you get all the illuminated knowledge, and if you haven't gotten it, you're gonna get it if you stick around. So your frequency changes to match with this collective consciousness, and now you're here awakening, and you're gonna go and make things happen. You're gonna change your state of mind, you're gonna change your frequency. So you're gonna be there, and you're no longer gonna consent to the controllers. Over here, you're consenting to the controllers, going, living your life in autopilot, completely controlled. You're part of the sheeple. Over here, you awaken, and now you are going to be making decisions going in here with this collective consciousness, and frequency is in oscillation, ups and downs. So sometime you may even start to go this way into this collective consciousness, but then you have a bad day or bad moment, you're in here. And then it's an oscillation, back and forth, but the more your frequency average is closer to this average, the more you're going to move over to this side, into that collective consciousness. Obviously, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but I'm just trying to simplify things. So that's the issue with time is, say you're here, you're in this point, and you want to know who built the Great Pyramid, or you want to know the fall of Atlantis, you want to know any number of historical events. The timeline, you're shifting into a different collective consciousness, and so what has happened here in this collective consciousness, the events were started or were done by some other group, but you're shifting as you go. The Mandela effect. If you don't know what the Mandela effect, it's where some people remember Mandela dying in prison, other people remember Mandela leaving prison and living afterwards, right? And dying later, you know? So there, but that phrase Mandela effect is used for different things. Anything that's historical related, that some people remember it a certain way and other people remember it another way. So that's what the Mandela effect is. So because of that, and because time is not linear, nothing is constant. Just because this event happened here doesn't mean that when you're here, you can look back and see that, yes, in fact, that's what happened. So give me a few minutes, please. Close the door. Thank you. And so what happens here is you're in a cup trying to look back in time, and you may be in this collective consciousness trying to figure out what happened, but you're like, wait a minute, I remember this event in history, and it happened over here. I remember this, but how come I'm in this time collective consciousness, and I look back, and the event is actually different? So this is why looking back into time is difficult to do. But even though we're going to try our best, as I come out with this information, we are going to try to determine what are the events that happen. And but we need to keep this in mind. Just because I have this information from this event doesn't mean that it's true, false, doesn't mean that at all. There is a true timeline somewhere out there where that happened. I may have experienced it, or maybe a higher person or a higher density being saw this event happen this way, but actually it happened over here from my perspective. That's how time works. And we need to expand our mind, and as this information comes out, we're going to experience cognitive dissonance. And it's where our mind rejects it. It's just too much out of the ordinary for us to break down the information. And that's normal, but it's part of changing your frequency. Your frequency may be over here right now, but you're talking about raising your frequency, and you're also talking about possibly changing a collective consciousness, where you're sharing the time, and it's just so much change that goes through your awakening process as you expand your knowledge with the illuminated knowledge. You're bound to, everyone experiences it. Even if you feel that you've gone through the awakening process, there's still information that we're going to come out here slowly. It's going to be a lot to handle. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's partaken in the great human awakening, people who are remembering past lives. I'm a hypnotherapist, and people go to hypnotherapists so they can recall past lives, or they can heal from soul trauma, or they can gain information from their higher self. So I just want to say thank you for everyone who's awakening, who then are starting to help humanity in the great awakening. And we are no longer allowing to be controlled, and we're making a difference here by spreading this information so that way we don't be controlled anymore. All right, that's it for this. I'm going to go ahead and, again, come out with more information slowly, so that way we can help humanity with what we've, what it's become so bad, the control, the slavery. It's time to release the shackles from our minds. Manifestation. You understand, you get all the illuminated knowledge, and if you haven't gotten it, you're gonna get it if you stick around. So